There.
Are we all set?
Yep. Just have to start hearing it. It's flashing blue and they can't see us, but they can probably hear us.
Clap 3 times if you hear us.
That was Dawn, the group Dawn.
The ceiling is
Sorry.
one. Clap 3 times.
Yeah. Tony Orlando and Dawn too.
You're fine. Twice on.
Okay, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. And they came to the Rutland Fair, but they got lost, landing at Rutland Airport, and they were like 4 hours late and they never performed. Anyway, good afternoon again. Welcome. That was Tony Orlando and Dawn, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening. This is the Senate Committee on Government Operations meeting of May 26th, 2026. We have 2 items still up for consideration, both are charters. We did take some earlier testimony about the charter of the town of Stowe. Does anyone feel the need? I didn't want to rush it because we were right up against floor time. If there are other senators that want to have more information, more testimony, certainly could do that. But if not, I'm ready to move that bill, and then we will take up Williston. And Allison Clarkson has volunteered. No, she hasn't. She has volunteered to report to Williston.
Thank you.
The Williston one. Okay.
My own
So,
charter, I think.
Does anyone want to move it?
Yeah. I'm happy to move it.
The Stowe charter?
Yes.
Okay. So this is 954. And we are going to vote whether to accept the as passed by the House version of this charter.
What's your motion? Is your motion to accept and vote out favorably? Or is your motion to, it's your motion?
Well, this is my one question is we did get a proposal to potentially change this bill, but my understanding is that the votes on this will not fall in favor of it. So I don't think it's worth going through the process of looking at a change since it will likely, I believe I'm the sole yes vote.
I think you may be, but more importantly, I mean, other than that, is my also under my understanding is that we don't want to lose their 1%. So is there, by voting this charter down, would we jeopardize their 1%?
No. If we pass this charter and for some reason I don't know how it would not happen, but if we pass this charter, they could lose their 1% if there was some strange course of events because it oversees it. But if we don't pass it, nothing happens.
If you don't pass it, nothing happens. If you do pass this charter, still nothing automatically happens. There needs to be an affirmative step taken by the select board
Okay.
to impose that 2%.
And if for some reason they did not, they would lose their 1%.
If they would not,
So let's say we did vote yes. This is, I think, Senator Clarkson's question. We did vote yes. We don't make the changes recommended from the exchange that happened.
okay.
And then the select board does not move forward, they would also lose their 1%.
No, this wouldn't really take effect until they take that affirmative step. Sorry.
Oh,
Take effect is, so the subsection C, which I think is everybody's left off speaking to, which reads the local option tax authorized by this section supersedes any local option tax previously adopted and approved by the town. So the local option tax authorized can only come into effect if we turn back to subsection A, if the select board authorizes to impose that. If they don't, nothing changes, and so the 1% in there continues. If they did vote, the select board that is, to impose a 2% tax, then it would be superseded, which the 1% would then be annulled, voided, repealed, and place that.
Senator Bielski?
If they then at a later point voted to eliminate the 2% tax, would it then revert to 0 instead of 1%?
Yes.
Yes, that's okay.
But those are, and I appreciate the 3 senators, except for Senator Morley and me, the other 3 senators questions about this because I had the same question.
Yeah.
If we didn't vote this out, I didn't want to put Stowe in a position where all of a sudden they don't have even the 1%, because that's already in law, in statute, and correct.
If this committee takes no action or votes to not adopt this, Stowe would continue to have local option taxes as they currently are.
Yep.
And I should just introduce a nuance to Senator Mahowski's point or question. that, you know, there's various options where they can bring subsequent questions to bring it back to Congress. It
So-
depends on a lot of different variables.
Would that have to go through the charter change process again to bring it back to one?
If they wanted to bring it back to one, if, assuming that this passes.
Right.
as enacted, and then they go on and they, the select board imposes the two. If the charter is dissolved, they could go and pass the 1% again under Title 24 VSA 138, the general
We
provision.
don't need a charter change for that
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, the charter change, if they didn't repeal the charter change, there's an issue of, okay, which aspect of law controls the specific, charter language or the general? And I'll defer to the lawyers of the municipality, but there's case law on here about, basically the controlling statute will be the more recent and or the more particular in this controls. So if the language is imposed a 2% tax, it seems to be, that would be, the only thing the select board can do until the charter would be changed.
Okay, so just to recap your motion, we are gonna vote to approve the amendment to the charter of the town of Stowe, correct?
Yes,
So a yes vote would mean that we are approving it. A no vote will mean we are not approving.
yes,
Okay.
that is my understanding of the motion.
Clerk will call the roll, please.
Senator Clarkson,
No,
Senator Morley, no. Senator Mahovsky,
No.
Senator White,
Yes,
Senator Collmore,
No,
1-4-0.
oh, that is distinction.
that's okay.
I think if you vote for it as a community,
Yeah.
it should be
I
allowed.
know they did not vote to send that money to transportation.
Sure. So that was why, it just is a bummer. 'Cause
So that one will die on the wall, in essence. We don't have to bring anything up to anybody. It's just, we didn't pass it on committee. So if folks are ready, we can move on to 957, which is, an amendment to the town of Williston charter. And, Attorney Devlin has promised to walk us through this in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Two
Start your
minutes.
timer.
Without any questions.
But I'm reporting it, so I better ask some questions.
Okay.
Like, you know, what the vote count was, who's,
I don't know that he will know that. The Representative Burkhart of South Burlington, Arsenal of Williston, and Brady of Williston are the 3 sponsors. So you could ask any of them what the vote at town meeting was.
Actually, Senator Clarkson, I can send you the, package that the town has.
who did the floor report?
I presume it was,
Jack.
Burkhart?
I don't remember. I think it was.
I bet one of them.
I'm trying to get.
I'll ask Jay.
Sure. Okay,
So let's see, section 1 is the boilerplate language that we have in all charter amendments, just officially approving the change to the charter and then noting the dates as well as the voters is being March 3rd, 2026. Section 2 is the meat of the changes to the charter itself, and many of this would be in 24 appendices, chapter 171, where we have all the current provisions of the town of Williston. In essence, what it does is amend sections 14 and 15 to strip out any reference to listers, which are the elected officers, and then insert a new section 21 and basically adopting an assessor provision, very much in line, really strictly in line with the other general statutes that all municipalities can follow if they do not have listers, and found in Title 32. And so the real only section here, significance related, but the most important is Title Section 21, stating that the town shall employ a contract with one more professional assessors following Title 32. And then the assessors will have the same powers and duties as found elsewhere in Same process.
So the assessors will have the same power anyways, as in listers.
And then section 3 is transitory, transitionary provisions. It's just a bit of session law there, saying that the term of office of a lister or in office that is shall expire in 45 days after the passage of this act or upon the date in which the assessor is employed or contracted, whichever occurs last. That effective date is just upon passage.
Excellent job. 2 minutes, I time. We will need to get the vote total at town meeting for Allison, but I don't think we need to do much else. It seems pretty straightforward.
Very.
They're not going to elect a lister anymore. They're going to.
No, they're just gonna appoint them just like any other towns. And there's some transition.
Yeah.
Provisions.
Your floor report could actually be faster than Tim's. Brilliant.
Well, it depends.
And by the way, while we're waiting to have Representative Burkhardt, do you think she's,
I don't know if she
We
got
are.
a response. Is it a she?
oh,
Yeah.
maybe it isn't.
It is.
Okay.
Bridget.
I figured, but again,
I do have the vote totals actually.
Oh.
So of the total vote was 2,400
Wait a minute. Total vote was 2,000.
2,496. Let's see, Article 17, which had these, that was yes votes being 1,560, no votes being 727. That's according to the packet.
That was a town meeting, right?
yes,
Yes,
this past March.
that's what the town provided to the Secretary of State, which then forwarded on our office.
So while we have 2 minutes, in case we are joined by any of the sponsors.
Oh, they just went off. They just went off.
Yeah, I did note that, so. Yes. I did want to congratulate and appreciate, in my view, the best floor report this committee had this year. It lasted about 37 seconds and it was 2 sentences long. And it was so well done that everybody went,
Great.
so Senator Bielowski was very well.
Thank you.
And we sidestepped the veto in many ways, because that's what
Yeah.
it was all about.
Well, it was great that the House was able to fix it so quickly.
Yeah. And Mike
It's been
Weintraub
great.
did a great job, and we did a great job concurring. And again, we saved the governor some time and ink.
Well, and get the Sister State program off and running.
Indeed.
Even more important.
I hate to just do the vote without hearing from anybody from the other body, but I think.
It's such a straightforward.
I believe it is
I
too.
think this is
My
fine.
only question is, I was slightly surprised that Representative Lipsky had not been offered to testify on, that did surprise me. Do we know if in the House, Rep. Burkhardt, was that who it is? For Wilson or for, thank you, did they get to testify?
Because there were three, it's the three reps.
The Representative Burkhardt, I remember being in the room. I left before
Okay,
testimony.
but they were there. I just would want to write that wrong again if that, but it sounds like they at least are present, so.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
Just checking that.
Oh,
I'm going.
There you are. You are so speedy.
I was right next to her, so.
Oh, you can.
But weren't you on the
Assume the seat.
Sure. Weren't you on the floor?
No, I was I've been monitoring the transportation bill for the conference and then just wrapping it up. So I was there.
Do you know everybody in the committee?
I think I've been introduced to everyone, but
But I'm not sure we've actually ever been introduced. I know now who you are. That's Bridget. But I actually, because this is your first biennium.
it is. It was my first band.
Well, why don't we just quickly run around?
Sure.
John Morley, Morley's district.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And Allison Clarkson, Winter District.
Brian Collmore representing the Rutland District. This is Lynn Jakubowskis.
Been emailing you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Tommy Bichowski, Chittenden Central District.
And Becca White also puts it.
So, and you represent Southborough.
Yes, Bridget Burkhardt. I represent Chittenden 8, which is part of South Burlington and part of Williston, which is why I'm here on the Williston charter change.
So it's you and Angela and
And Aaron Brady.
Aaron.
Yes, exactly.
So how did this come about?
It's a pretty basic charter change. It's actually already in the Williston charter that at some point in the future, they may decide to do away with their listers and go to an assessor model as long as everyone approves. They did at town meeting day, vote to do that. I believe the vote was 1,560 to 721 to do away with the lister position and just go with the assessor. They already have an assessor's office set up that's doing a lot of the work. Only 2 out of their 3 lister positions are currently filled. They've had trouble getting folks to want to do the work. Part of the reason that's become a challenge is that I think all of you are probably a little familiar with Williston, that it has really been growing and changing. There are a lot more complicated appeals as there are more big apartment developments, more industrial developments, and the listers are just sort of feeling like this is usually a sort of side project for them. This is not usually their full-time gig, and the new education requirements that the legislature has put in place, it's a lot for them to comply with those. And even with those, they said, even if we did all that extra education, it's getting more and more challenging for us to handle appeals. And so the listers were all for doing away with the lister position. The town voted to go ahead and do it. And so really, it's as simple as that. Okay. Really have any questions?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do we have a question?
Yeah, I do have a good question. I mean, so I'm just curious, everyone was so eager not to be a lister again anymore. But are assessors full-time and paid accordingly? I mean, are they being paid better than the listers? Other than they're taking on this rapidly growing city town.
There is an
So
assessor.
they're not complaining about their work.
There is an assessor's office. I'm out of my depth and telling you exactly how many full-time and part-time staff they have. I know there's at least 1 paid assessor there. I don't know what their salary is.
So as opposed to 3 part-time listers, it's now several.
I don't know exactly
Okay,
how many
fine.
people are in the assessor's office. If you wanted me to track that down before you moved it, I would be happy to do that, but I don't know.
Okay, Representative Burkhardt, thank you so much. We appreciate you too.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction.
Well, it's lovely.
And thank you for taking this up at the
Oh,
last,
yeah, we're gonna move
gasp of the session.
So I will move that the committee vote favorably H 957 with no amendments.
Senator Clarkson,
Yes.
Senator Morley, yes. Senator Bohonsky.
Yep.
Senator White.
Yes,
Senator Colmore.
Yes,
5-0.
wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate
we're trying to get it on the calendar tomorrow.
you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Here is a clean copy of the bill.
To take up and, thank you. And here's the original.
And don't forget breakfast tomorrow.
8:00,
Yeah.
Capitol. They'll all show up for breakfast.
I'm sure they won't.
So I wanted to go.
It'll be a very boring breakfast. We're going to talk about decimal points for an hour.
Right.
Okay. Sorry.
You're the reporter?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yes.
they're both the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know which one. I
Okay.
just think.
Do I have to sign? Okay,
Well, I want to sign that one. I think she'll have a,
this is the original with the red ink on it.
okay.
I
Is there anything else, committee, that we should take up?
the weather tomorrow. Not gonna be quite as warm, but it was a beautiful day today. Spring is springing.
Beautiful.
With that in mind, let's adjourn for the day. We may not see you again, because I'm not planning on meeting again unless we have something
Maybe
coming
it's
home.
on back.
I said that the other day.
Yeah, you said, tomorrow.
I wasn't expecting either, but if we do convene, we'll see all of you tomorrow.
Melissa said we have just a couple minutes.